Welcome. Hello. It is July the 24th, 2019. Welcome to Wrestleview Weekly. Whee! I am your host, Doug Lackey, veteran columnist of Wrestleview.com and co-host of Wrestleview Live alongside whoever the heck may be with me after every major WWE pay-per-view here on the Wrestleview channel of the YouTubes. Hello, everybody in the chat room. If you're in the chat room, tell yourselves a hi, or else I won't know. Hello, Jama. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Quentin. Hello, Shane. I saw Gills in the chat room. Whee! Everybody say whee! Trying to feign happiness is kind of tough here. Mushoon Walls, whee! That's starting to become the catchphrase. That's now starting to become the new thing for the show. And I've got no problem with that. I got no problem with it at all. I am going to be perfectly honest, frank, even though I'm Doug, I'm going to be frank as well. Today's episode was very, very difficult to put together. But Doug, you've got a big logo behind you of some company based out of Jacksonville that we made fun of for being a t-shirt company. What gives? Don't you make fun of them all the time? Don't you talk bad about? No. We've got news to talk about when it comes to the t-shirt company out of Jacksonville. AEW made a major announcement today regarding the debut of their nationwide TV show coming up here in the States, which if any of you are listening to me from overseas or from other countries other than the U.S., that's awesome. Glad that you do. But yeah, TV debut of AEW was announced today, so we're going to talk about that. And also the state of this show and my role in particular. We've got a lot of brainstorming to do with regards to this announcement. Also, coming up on the show, we are going to be reviewing the Raw reunion show that happened earlier this week, as well as a very tepid episode of Smackdown Live. Some other news coming down the pipe. Some major changes to the WWE Milk Carton. Someone has finally appeared has been on it for the past 3 months out of nowhere, which leads me to believe we may have to change the status of said performer. What are our sources today? So I decided to change things up a little bit when it comes to the sources. The can's going to look really weird, but we are drinking from Saranac Brewery. Yeah, I know the can's going to look a little weird here, but this is Jed's Mule Kicker. It is an alcoholic Moscow Mule. It's ginger beer and lime. It's a very tasty 5.9 shindig here. I got hooked onto this stuff last week over at our grocery store. Hey, Shifty. So let me describe. Over at my grocery store that I work at, just next door to me from the apartment, every Thursday we have a Thirsty Thursday, where actually in our grocery store we have a bar. Yeah, where we have 8 beers on tap that are usually from local breweries or craft breweries and stuff like that. With only a 2-drink maximum at the grocery store, though. And you would be surprised. It really helps our sales. But Thirsty Thursday last week, they had this sucker on tap. I tried it, went nuts, got a growler of it, got a 6 of it. So, yeah, it's a nice little tasty treat, especially with how the weather is right now. It is an absolutely gorgeous day here in the Carolinas. It only got up to like 80, maybe 80 or 82 degrees. No humidity anywhere today in comparison to last week, where the temperatures got up to the mid-90s and the humidity was at 80%, which made the heat index it's 92 outside, and then it feels like Satan's asshole. So, yeah, that's the heat index. So, God, today was such a great day. I just spent literally almost all of it outside, even though I did go get a haircut. I spent almost all day outside just enjoying it, while at the same time sitting on my balcony going, what the hell am I going to talk about on today's show? And sure, lo and behold, down the pipe, AEW's big announcement about their nationwide TV debut. So, going to talk about that. Yeah. Oh, also, you had to remind everyone, didn't you, Lex? Also, programming note for everyone. There will be no Wrestleview Weekly next week. I will not be home. I will be in Cleveland. Yeah, I am going back to my hometown next week for my birthday. Going to be gone for a good 3 or 4 days. I'm going to be over there checking out the entire Cleveland Indians series against the Houston Astros. I cannot wait because on my birthday, Deanna, my girlfriend, got uh, box seats along the third base line, and it's also Carlos Carrasco Jersey Day. So I'm really excited to be going over to going up to Cleveland for the first time in probably a good 3 or 4 years. Last time I was in Cleveland was for St. Patty's Day, about a good 3 or 4 years ago. Oh, that was a fun time. Don't remember it, but it was a fun time. Yeah, Quentin saying no Wrestleview at all next week. I don't know about that. Well, Wrestleview will be going on. Still got a website. We still do news, but yeah. So yeah, just to give you guys the heads up, but that's okay because I will be back with Wrestleview Weekly the week following that because we have predictions to make for SummerSlam. You know what that means. Locked predictions, fear of taking the tequila. Yeah. So, yeah, I got a fun week ahead of myself. Okay. Also, Tedesco's going on. Oh, for the wedding anniversary. Well, all right. Yep. No stuff happening on the YouTubes with WrestleView, though. The site will be happening, so don't worry about it. Also, I'm getting my tickets soon for the Clash of Champions happening in Charlotte in September for that pay-per-view going on. So, this is news for you, Mike. I'm not gonna be able to do the WrestleView Live thing with you. That pay-per-view. You and Vicky can take care of that. Have fun. Though I think Vicky might be due. Isn't she? When is she due? Oh boy. So I'm just giving you heads up right now. Okay. Take a sip of the sources. Let's prepare ourselves for a week of stuff that happened this week. It wouldn't have happened last week. If it happened last week, then man, we really did not get the show off on the right foot. Talk about the Red Show. Time to talk about a nostalgic Red Show. All right, look at all these people in the ring enjoying their times, even though they're all Hall of Famers, legends, and they don't show up. This is a Raw reunion and show. Fuck this show. No, seriously, fuck this show. You're expecting a review of this Raw reunion show? You're not going to get it out of me. Sorry. No, oh, Doug, I wanted to hear what your thought was. No, I don't. No. The purpose of WrestleView Weekly is not just reviewing the shows, but also talking about, character progressions, storyline progressions, fantasy booking. That's what us fans do. It's what we do. We watch the shows, enjoy the shows, kind of plot the directions of what's going to be happening later on down the line. This show, fuck this show. I hate nostalgia shows. I really do. And I'm not, and I know you'll hear people give their reasons for why they hate nostalgia shows, and the biggest reasons of be, oh, but they're wasting time and they should be giving other people a chance. They don't have Ricochet on there. They aren't showing anybody else. They should be giving everybody a chance. Why the hell have they got the Stone Cold? Why are they doing this 24/7 title stuff? Pat Patterson and Jerry Briscoe. And, oh, they made Melina the referee. They should have had her in the ring doing stuff. I don't like it. Why have they got Ric Flair? Fuck Hulk Hogan, that racist asshole. That's not the reason that I hate nostalgia shows. Okay. It's not the reason at all. The reason I hate nostalgia shows are twofold. One from fan perspective and one from the cynical perspective. I'll start with the cynical perspective. We'll get later on down the line when it comes to talk about the news headlines that this show did what it was supposed to do. It got a ratings spike. I believe it went up by 7%. I can't remember what the numbers are, but it did like 3 million or something like that. In comparison to their last reunion nostalgia show they did last year that netted 4 million. The reason they do these shows is to try to give the Monday night show a booster shot. To try inoculate it from low ratings and low enthusiasm. That's what they tried. That's what it does. That's why you bring Stone Cold out there to drink beer on TV, and then you bring others out for no reason whatsoever, like Rob Van Dam and the Hurricane and Mark and Santino Marella and a bunch of. That's why you bring Shawn Michaels back to do a DX thing. It's to give it a booster shot for ratings. I totally understand that from a business perspective, I guess. However, it is short-lived. It's just for that one night. No one's going to tune in next week to your show. Now that you've had this, everyone's gotten their rocks off. More to the point, everything that happened on this show that was reunion-related really did not have an effect on storylines except for Bray Wyatt coming out and attacking Mick Foley. That was it. Seth Rollins' match against AJ Styles saw DX come out to, even the odds with Gallows and Anderson being on the outside. John Cena doing a rap thing with the Usos, but then led to a tag team match of sorts. Why Rikishi coming out to Usos? Yes. Look. Business-wise, that's why I don't like it. Okay, number 2, my birthday's next week. I have enough reminders right now of how old I am. My hair has been getting grayer. Whether that's Adam Martin's fault, whether that's pro wrestling's fault, whether that's, getting in touch with a lender to try to move out an apartment to get my own home's fault, I don't know. But I'll tell you right now, I ain't feeling any younger watching this show. I remember Stone Cold. I remember John Cena. I remember Booker T. I remember Ric Flair. I remember Rob Van Dam. Remember DX. I remember X-Pac. Remember, for fuck's sake. I hate nostalgia shows. I hate them. I don't care. I don't care what they're doing now. Better off knowing what they aren't doing, or even more to the point, what they look like now. Man, you want to make me feel old? Yeah, tell me what my heroes look like now. If you're expecting me to go through the show, I'm not going to go through the show. There's really nothing to go through. There's nothing of any consequence to storyline progression, character development, or anything. Well, okay. I'm just going to scroll through to try to find some good gifs. the Revival. Who did the Revival bring out? I'm trying to remember. Oh, Devon Dudley. No Bubba Ray, because he's Ring of Honor. Oh, God, I'm just going through. Amalamba slam thingy on Cedric Alexander. That went off nowhere. 24/7 crap going on in the background. Viking Raiders, knockoff Ryder and Hawkins. They're better jobbers. Mike and Maria doing shit out there in the backstage area, causing Ron Simmons to say, damn. Roman Reigns doing a spear on Samoa Joe because they had a match just to have a match. Paul Heyman getting chased out of the arena. Who are my muffins? Yeah. Rob Van Dam, Rey Mysterio versus Sami Zayn, where they had all Rob Van Dam and Sergeant Slaughter and all of them come out. It's like old man wrestling Avengers is what that looks like. Ric Flair is there, yay, that's great. Ted DiBiase buying off the 24/7 title from Medusa, DX and Rollins, like I said before, and then everyone getting in the ring to do crap. Kevin Nash feebly trying to cross chop in the background. Ugh, boy. Yeah, here we go. Bray Wyatt attacking Mick Foley. I guess I could leave that up because that's kind of, yeah. Natalya and Becky Lynch breaking down. Braun Strowman beating up a little guy. Go, wee! There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah, there we go. That's what I had to just go, wee! That's what I was needing. Okay, I needed to get some fun in there. Just had to go, wee! Strowman Beals always do make me smile. They always do. Just wee! Okay. All right. We feel good now. All right, we feel good. All right, take a sip of the sources. Things will only get better. Yeah, Nature Boy comes out, then Hulk Hogan, then there's Stone Cold. There you go. Yeah, and so there you go. And everyone holds up a beer. Yeah. All right. I hate nostalgia shows. I really do. There's no progression in anything going on. You know, SummerSlam's happening, and all I know is it's Bork and Rollins. On the Raw side is what I'm thinking of. Bork and Rollins. Who's going after the Intercontinental title thing or the U.S. title thing? I don't know. AJ Styles has the U.S. title. I think he's got a rematch against Ricochet or something. We're gonna have the Revival against the Usos again. Really, I don't know. I really don't know. What did you think of the Raw? 65% gave it a thumbs up. 242 votes. It's because a bunch of old people like me that miss all this stuff. Whatever. I'm sorry. I mean, there's nothing that I can really talk about with the show. It's nothing. It doesn't really make for conducive conversation. It really doesn't. Okay. You got your ratings pop. Good job. Now wait to see what the plummet's going to be next week. Okay. Shortest Raw review ever. Probably only 8 minutes. 7 or 8 minutes or something like that. I seriously have no idea what's going to be happening on Raw now. I really don't. I have totally forgotten what's happening on Raw. Really, I have. Natalya Becky Lynch is the other match for the SummerSlam, the Raw Women's thingy. Really, seriously, I have no idea. Braun Strowman, I pray, is doing something. Anything. I don't know. 65% of people giving it a thumbs up. I don't get it. I don't get why you would like that. Just sitting there and remembering shit. It's just like watching VH1 and a clip show from the 90s. You know? All right. Talk yourself down, Doug. We can't have another Debbie Downer show like we had last week when you talked about Jeff Hardy. Okay, we can't have that. Thank God Jeff Hardy wasn't out there for that final segment, though. Damn it, Doug. Actually, what are these quick match results? We actually had matches on there? Oh, God. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. All right. Enough of this. Enough of this. Time to talk about an actual show that had actual storylines, actual progression, character development. I think. Maybe. I don't know. Potentially. And it's the actually good wrestling show, the actual show that's good. But everyone, it is the best show, the better show of Raw. It is always better than Raw because nobody watches SmackDown. All right, it's about time we talk about some actual stuff. Okay? All right. Even though I don't have any gifts or anything like that to go wee on. Sorry about that. Hey, looky there. It's Kevin Owens acting like Stone Cold Steve Austin doing the little stunner thingy on the Shane McMahon for I think the third week in a row. This is becoming a pattern. Yes, Kevin Owens Shane McMahon thingy is what's going on first. Big E and Xavier Woods are doing the commentaries for the first I think half hour of this show alongside Tom Phillips and I believe David Otunga was there. Because unfortunately Brian Saxton's father passed away, and so he was not there, along with Corey Graves. I believe Corey Graves was there to be with Byron as well. Those two are great, great friends, and so yeah, that's why they weren't there. And at one point, Michael Cole would come in to be a third wheel when Xavier Woods and Big E weren't out there. Xavier Woods and Big E on commentary is fantastic. They don't need to be fed any lines. They can just sit there and just yammer away at what's happening, you know. But fun stuff. Okay. Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon are just talking smack back to each other left and right. Kevin Owens is going against Roman Reigns, says Shane McMahon. So that's what we're going to have. After the commercial break, Shane McMahon is backstage with Elias and Drew McIntyre, his boys. And he says, you know what? This match should have a special guest referee. So Drew McIntyre can be the guest referee. Hey, Elias, would you like to be the special guest timekeeper? And you know what? I, Shane McMahon, will make myself the ring announcer. So, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be. That's all I got to say about that. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Apollo Crews in a non-title match for the Intercontinental title is what this is. Bell rings underway. This was actually a very good match for the two. Been such a long time since we've seen Nakamura regularly in the ring. And apart from that, Apollo Crews getting time. We need to talk about this, okay? Apollo Crews, I believe this has been about a month straight that he's been on television. A month straight that he's been on television that they got a role for him. And it's just being in matches and doing the things that he does. Not trying to cut promos, not trying to do anything, just doing the stuff that he does. You know, he's like the Ricochet of SmackDown. That's fair to say, right? It's fair to say. Yeah. This was a very, 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 very fun match. Though Nakamura picking up the win, though it had some very fun spots with Crews doing his standing shooting stars, going up on top, go to the top rope a couple of times, and Nakamura constantly trying to catch him with the Kinshasa, but he would eventually do it. Also, Apollo Crews has adopted the Olympic Slam, and I'm sure that is with Kurt Angle's blessing. Yes. Hi, Richard. Hello there. Yeah. So, yeah, Shinsuke Nakamura picking up the win. He would beat up Apollo after the match. So, we might be seeing a little more from those two. Yeah, I'm all for it. Sonya Deville is with Mandy Rose backstage. Mandy tells her that she spoke to Shane and told him about something Kevin Owens said about him once, and that next week they have a women's tag team match against the Iconics. And if they win, they're going to get a women's tag team title match. Okay. Okie doke. I've got a feeling I'm smelling a triple threat coming here soon. Ali is sitting on a staircase telling us inspirational shit. Miz TV coming out with his guest is Shawn Michaels to talk about the Raw reunion and more nostalgia shit. Shawn says, speaking of the Raw reunion, they sort of inducted an honorary member in Seth Rollins. Dolph Ziggler comes out. He interrupts it. Says, enough with these so-called legends. If he ever ends up being just happy to be there, to just put him out of his misery. Ziggler says he's happy that Shawn's there because we used to idolize you. Shawn had a chance to write his ticket, go off in the sunset as the greatest performer of all time. And what'd you do? Every single chance you got, you shuffled back out to the ring and you waved to the crowd. Ziggler says it's embarrassing as the legends in the ring, and it's as embarrassing as Goldberg in the ring. Ziggler says last November when Shawn came back to the ring, he broke his heart. He'll tell him something no one has the guts to say. He was embarrassing. Yeah, Ziggler really loves taking the Goldberg shots. You know, I think everyone's pretty much forgotten about it now. Yeah, I don't think anyone cares anymore. Whatever happens in Jeddah, South Dakota, stays in Jeddah, South Dakota. Shawn says he'll admit it. He's not going to disagree. It was embarrassing. He was embarrassed. But what's more embarrassing is working your whole career and still left with nothing except being known as a second-rate Shawn Michaels wannabe. Ziggler says, no, there is only one second-rate Shawn Michaels out here, and he's looking at him. And it's fitting that he and The Miz are out here. They both chose to ruin their legacies to collect a paycheck and wave and kiss ass while people like him made a career. Miz interrupts him, tells him will you do something already? Miz is sick and tired of listening to him complain, tells him to do something about it. The fans chant, do something. Ziggler takes off his jacket. He goes to hit Shawn, but Shawn ducks, and Ziggler hits The Miz instead. Shawn goes to check on The Miz, then Ziggler super kicks Shawn Michaels, and there you go. Nice little fun segment. Nice little fun-looking segment there to kind of bring over Dolph Ziggler not liking all the old people coming out and kind of affirming what Shawn Michaels said. Kind of progressing nicely right there. We are getting The Miz and Dolph Ziggler at SummerSlam. That's a no-brainer. But what's going to come from that, I don't know. Is this why are we going to have The Miz with an epiphany of some kind? Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Or we could see him turning heel or something like that, and those two becoming a tag team. Who knows? I don't know. It's a thought. Just planting seeds. That's all I'm doing. Ember Moon versus Charlotte Flair. Huh. It's interesting. Ember Moon versus Charlotte Flair. This did not last long. Clothesline by Charlotte Flair. Bayley's music hits. She walks down the stage. Roll up from behind by Ember Moon. She gets the flash pin win. Okay. She goes to the outside and celebrates with Bayley, but then Ember throws Bayley into the ring. She takes a boot from Charlotte from behind, but then Ember Moon gets on the top rope, eclipses Charlotte, then Bayley's getting up and she eclipses Bayley. So, okay. And what all this has to do with Charlotte, I don't know. Kofi Kingston has a SummerSlam challenge. He comes out to the ring to make his challenge to someone, face somebody at SummerSlam, and that's going to be Randy Orton. Randy Orton's music hits. They bring up November 16th at Madison Square Garden from 10 years ago. I thoroughly remember the program that they had 10 years ago because it all started when Joey Logano gave Randy Orton a NASCAR, and Kofi spilled paint all over it. He was standing on top of it, and then he almost slipped and busted his ass doing it. Yeah, that's what happened there. Kofi saying that Randy used his influence to keep him down. I'm sure. Okay. You know, I'm all for Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton. No problem with it. No problem with it at all. But to remind me of how bad you were 10 years ago in the spot that you were given, and I'm not going to go along with the kayfabe story and everything that Randy Orton held you down. No, not necessarily. This was bad. That was bad. It's not bad that you're bringing it up. I mean, people that are old enough to remember it haven't killed their brain cells with their sources. They remember it. Yeah. So, Randy Orton, Kofi Kingston, I'm all for it. But before that happens at SummerSlam, Randy Orton is exiting the ring. Samoa Joe is coming down the ramp, and apparently Samoa Joe and Kofi Kingston are going to have a match. They have the match. Randy Orton is just sitting at ringside. This had to go a commercial break. Apparently, let me see. In comes Randy Orton. Tried to go for the RKO on Kofi during the match. Didn't happen. Kofi blocked it. Ref calls for the bell. Kofi is standing up to Orton. Joe tries to grab Orton from behind and eats an RKO. Then Kofi lands the TIP on Orton, and there you go. That's how that all ends. I really do wish that the commentary team would not call Kofi's kick Trouble in Paradise. After Randy Orton brought up that Kofi had to use a fake Jamaican accent and throw pancakes and shake and twerk his ass just to get attention, I think now is the time to drop the name of that kick, Trouble in Paradise. It's way too long for one. It's way too long. I suggest you just give it the acronym. Kofi with the TIP, Randy with the RKO. Watch for it. It may happen. Just saying it. I might be calling this. Andrew calling for a triple threat at SummerSlam involving Samoa Joe. I really don't know what we're getting with Samoa Joe. I really don't. Is supposed to be a constant threat? I don't know. Hey, Jamel. Hey, in the chat room, Jamel. Hey. I have no idea what we're doing with Samoa Joe. I really don't. Guess is as good as mine. Is this the only way to get him to put a title on him? I don't even know if we want to put a title on him. I really don't. I think we're just going to have him just be a menacing guy and never winning. Almost like Baron Corbin. Just going to put it that way. Finn Balor is now in the ring. Fonz Balor is in the ring with Kayla! I'm sorry. Sorry if I blew out your eardrums there, but Finn Balor is in the ring being interviewed by Kayla. Yeah. I'm sorry. I fucking love Billy Kay. I cannot help myself. I'm so sorry. It just sounds so great. Yes, I did enjoy the video for about 20 seconds there, Daniel. Yeah, so he's in the ring. He challenges Bray Wyatt to a match, and then up comes a Firefly Funhouse segment. And then Bray, without the mask, he's in the red vest. He waves at Finn, says, "Finn's so brave, it's so inspiring. It's also the reason why Mercy and the Ramblin' Rabbit are huge fans of his." But the Fiend is not a fan. He says the Fiend is accepting Balor's challenge at SummerSlam. Wyatt says the Fiend is an abomination. The power and Fiend remembers. And then he turns into the Fiend, and all kinds of weird things happen. So, yeah. Andrew saying there's also a part. Yeah. So Bray Wyatt, Finn Balor over at SummerSlam. This should be once again. News is going around that Finn Balor is asking for a couple of months off to go home and recharge after SummerSlam. So we know what to expect here. Andrew saying I should have puppets on my show. I should have puppets on my show. What kind of puppets would I have? I don't know what kind of puppets I would have. Well, should I make puppets of the old Wrestleview radio crew? Oh my God! Hold on, I think I could do that right now. Okay, hold on. So, if I'm just doing little makeshift puppetry here, Someone make me 2 sock puppets. I need 2 sock puppets. One of Adam Martin and one of Hunter Golden. Okay. Oh, and I need a talking milk carton too. Yes, Gills. Yes, absolutely. So this is, well, it's a red sock. So this is Hunter Golden. This is yeah, the red sock is Hunter Golden. Yes. Hey, Hunter, how are you today? Stan Hansen. Yeah, pretty much. Hey, how are the girls doing? How's the family life going? Vader. Yeah, that's what I got for Hunter Golden. He's not listening to the show. It doesn't matter. None of this matters. Nothing ever matters. And hold on, I need to get a white sock because Adam Martin is whiter than white. We know that, right? Yeah. So here's Adam Martin, and Adam, long time no see. What have you been up to? Big guy? People worry about me. Why do you people worry about you? Because I don't watch wrestling anymore. Well, okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this show would be better with sock puppets. A milk carton puppet would be good, though. I kind of like that idea. Get that out of my system. Backstage, Charlotte Flair says that she shouldn't have to request anything, but being off SummerSlam is a slap in the face. Bayley selecting Ember as her opponent in SummerSlam is a slap in the face. How do you leave the woman responsible for the women's revolution, the queen, off of SummerSlam? How? Charlotte says she demands to be at SummerSlam, and her opponent will be better than Ember Moon, and she'll prove why she is the greatest female superstar of all time. Am I about to turn into the Fiend? No, I think I turned into the Fiend last week. I was a little angry last week. But my Fiend is not an abomination. My Fiend is a happy person. Happy person. That makes noises like, whee! Main event time. Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. It's never really took off. Never really had an ending because everyone started getting involved in the thing. Yeah. Everyone got involved. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. Yeah. A very tepid SmackDown without a poll. Who really cares? You know, I'm going to tell you right now. Am I phoning it in this week? Yes. I am phoning this show in this week because I'm literally already in vacation mode. Okay? Yeah. I'm already phoning it in. Okay? I'm in vacation mode. Next week's my birthday. Okay? Gonna get sloppy, happy drunk. Okay? I'm not tanking this show. I need to recharge my batteries. I need to pull a Finn Balor. I need to pull something here, you know? Even though I know I took 4th of July off, but right now, the product is not good. Okay? I'll admit it. It's not good. Oh, that's right, Lex. You guys were talking about how bad Burger King tacos were than anything else. Well, you're not going to... No. I have something more important that we're going to be talking about here behind me. That's going to take up a good chunk because I need you people's in the chat rooms help on this one. I need a lot of help. Okay, coming up. So 93% was the poll. Was that what that was? Let's go to the Wrestleviews, please. I don't want any tits showing up on the Twitter. Where's the polling? Was there any polling? There's the polling. Jesus Christ. Well, yeah, 93% is going to vote on it when only 54 people watched it. Yeah, 54 votes. Right there. But again, SmackDown is always the better show than Raw because nobody watches SmackDown. So, whee! Man. Have I forgotten Finn Balor's real name? I think so. The Fonz. Yeah, it's the Fonz, the Prince, whatever. I don't know. I don't. Do I care? I don't care. I just don't care anymore, guys. I am really phoning it in now. Fergus, Prince Devitt, Fergal. Fergal? Yeah, he's a weird guy. Yeah, Fergal. Fergile. Fragile. That's Italian. All right. All right, let's. Doug, you're going off the rails. You're going off the rails. Get back on the pavement. All right, getting back on the pavement. Time to talk about the news. Oh, oh my God! As reported last Thursday at Starcast 3 from Chicago. Holy shit! Phil Brooks, CM Punk is gonna be at Starcast. Oh shit! It's true. It's so true. As according to a report by Sports Illustrated, CM Punk is scheduled for a one-on-one interview and will be doing a meet and greets on the day of his scheduled appearance at the event. It will be taking place at the same hotel that Adam, Mike Tedesco, and myself were at last Labor Day weekend last year for the All In event. That's what I think about it. Yeah. So, all right, it's time to place some bets right now. Okay. I am trying to remember the dollar amount that you had to pay for what was called a gold level or a VIP thing, Laynard, to get into all the events, to do the meet and greets and everything. I think the pricing on that was like $200 or $250. Okay. Yeah, we had some other guy with us, Andrew. Yeah. So $200 or $250 was how much that ticket was, so you could do all the meet and greets and all that good stuff. They are going to shoot that fucker up to about $500 just for this alone. Okay? A major cash grab is all this is. Don't, please, go ahead and go to StarCast. Go ahead and do it. You might be able to get into the meet and greet for free, because I know sure as hell a lot of people did anyway. There's no organization at all. So I don't know if they've learned anything. I don't even know from the last one they had, if they learned anything from it. I hadn't seen anything regarding StarCast 2 that happened Memorial Day weekend over in Vegas. I hadn't seen anything about that. Unless, I just know how to hide. I just have the best sources, and I just don't get good shit. Okay, but I got to tell you, need a refill. If you want to throw down the $400 to $500 to see this cat, go right ahead. The money's not. Why? Why would you? I seriously need to know this. Why would you? And what's more is this is not but about, I think we're 5 weeks away. 5 weeks away from this, I think. Let me see. We don't even know anything about the tickets. Right now, to me, the whole StarCast phenomena thing is a clusterfuck and a half. Okay? All right. Enough of that. Enough of that. Are you guys? Has everyone done masturbating yet? You know, the great thing about the ginger beer and lime is that I don't necessarily have to pour it like an actual beer. Where you got to tilt the glass and everything to get the correct pour. This is actually quite simple. This is more like just pouring for a can of Coke. Yeah. I love my Yeti holder. I'm not going to talk about Burger King tacos on this podcast. We know what actual food is. That's right. I know what actual food is. I ate 2 whole bags of pizza rolls today. Kit, you did pick the right time to drop in, buddy. All right. All right, so yay. If you got 500, if you've got 500 to throw down just so you can see Phil Brooks and, try to be a smark and try to get a reaction out of it and everything, go right ahead. My $500, if I had that, that's going down towards a wedding ring, or that's going towards, a new car. It could go towards a lot of other things. Spoiler alert, why hasn't Rhino been on my milk carton? Well, it's because his contract with the WWE expired last week on my show. And so he made an appearance at Slammiversary the weekend prior in hoods and all of that. So now he is back with Impact Wrestling. That's right. Rhino has returned to Impact Wrestling's here we're just going to do a short little minute clip. Apparently that's Michael Elgin. Okay, this is taking way too long. Oh, there he is. Just reveals himself. There we go. Okay, that's fine. That's all well and good. We're all having fun with that. That's nice. So Rhino is now back with TNA. Now, here's some bigger news coming down the pipe today. The NWA is no longer working with Ring of Honor, and Nick Aldis, the champion, is no longer advertised. PW Insider is reporting that the partnership between the two has come to an end. NWA President Billy Corgan is putting all of his energy into getting NWA a weekly standalone series later this year once he finishes up his commitments with his Smashing Pumpkins band's tour. NWA Vice President Dave Lagana, who has been producing all of the pre-tapes for Ring of Honor for the past 7 months, finished up his commitments with the company this week. NWA champion Nick Aldis is no longer being advertised for the Ring of Honor Summer Supercard coming up on August the 9th. So the break was said to be amicable, with the door being left open for another potential partnership in the future. It should be noted, though, that PCO and Brody King are the NWA Tag Team Champs after winning it at the Crockett Cup earlier this year. There's no word yet on what will happen with those titles. So, interesting that, everything's going to expire. Corgan wants to try to get NWA on this weekly TV gig. Not sure how that's going to happen. Unless he's going to get a working partnership with AEW, which sounds really decent. Right now, AEW is, I believe, looking to me like what I believe it should be, and that is a hub. I believe that it will get partnerships with both Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor is working alongside with them. They have been. New Japan has been working alongside with them as well, and NWA has been working alongside with them. So, while AEW has got their own talents, they also have partnerships, I believe, with those 3 companies. And in my opinion, will become more of a hub than anything else. It will promote itself and also promote the other promotions. Promote the promotions. Good God, Doug, seriously. This I'm fascinated by. This I'm absolutely fascinated by. Not just the breakup and NWA wanting to get their own gig, but also AEW's potential TV gig, which we'll talk about here later on in the show. Impact Wrestling has renewed its agreement with the Twitch. It's going to expand its weekly content production. It announced, when was this announcement? This was yesterday. that they've renewed their agreement with the Twitch streaming platform to continue airing their Impact Wrestling show every Friday night at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard, 9 o'clock Central. Impact also announced that they will be producing more new content to air on the platform, including pre- and post shows, live monthly specials, explosion shows, and more. So, Impact, they should stay on the Twitch, get off TV, stay on the Twitch. It's way more profitable for them. Yeah, but the more I talk about it, the more. Ring of Honor is working with New Japan. That's why neither are working with, well, AEW. We'll see. We'll see. Press release from the WWE declaring a 12-cent quarterly dividend with a 0.7% yield. Doug, what the hell does that mean? What that means is the release was stated by the WWE Board of Directors declared that the company's regular quarterly dividend of 12 cents per share for all Class A and B shares of common stock. The record date for the dividend will be September 13th, and the payment date will be September 25th. Doug, what does all this mean? I don't know. Contact your broker. Boy. The big thing, though, is that WWE stock has gone down in comparison to other past. They were above at one point. I think at one point they were like $110 or $115 a share. You're going to have to bear with me because I am right now going to look up their I'm going to look up their stock prices right now, see how they are doing. Let's search for, let's see, where are you? Stocks. No, turn off the blocker. No, I don't want to disable the thing. Get out of the way. Keep the ad blocker on. Let's see. WWE, where are you? There you are. Bring you up, bring you on over here, because fuck it, we do it live. Here we go. WWE landing, let's see. Wow, okay. This ain't looking good, kids. So, I'm not really want to look at a 1 day. I'm going to look at a 6-month trend here. So here we are. No, actually, let's do a year to date. Okay. So here we are. Let's see, July. There we go. Actually, let's do a full year, full calendar year. Doug, what are you doing? There we go. Okay. So, CNBC. Yeah, that's what I go to because I'm liberal. Check it out. This is a full year of the stock prices for the WWE right here. Lowest it had ever been on November 19th at 61, closed at $61, but it opened at 65. This was a big dip right there. Check that out. The announcement of their TV deal, they went up as high as $97. Dropped back down all the way below $61.93. Seeing them rise, then they would steadily rise up because of first quarter looked okay, you know. Also WrestleMania times, but then a sharp drop and dropping some more, and now we're back to the levels that we are looking at here around Thanksgiving time of last year. Boy. So, what are we to make of this right now? I mean, this is the first time I've looked at the WWE stock in a while. But, man, this is not stable at all. Okay? So what constitutes for these rises and falls? I'll tell you right now, one of the biggest reasons for this sharp drop that you're seeing around here was a lot of this also, I believe, was the scrutiny involving the Jeddah, South Dakota shows. Yeah, they caught a lot of flack for this stuff. Never talked it down. But then WrestleMania comes, and a lot of media talk, and it bounces back up. Yeah, large volume on May and June. Yeah, there's a lot of volume. It's just right now, Yeah, the volume right there. There's from May right there. Look at that, 10 million shares of volume. That looks like a massive sell-off from Vince right there. Yeah. Now we got another major sell-off here in July. Let me see. How big was this sell-off? Looks like about another 500,000 in shares. So, yeah. When did John Oliver put out that segment? Oh, don't mind me. Go on to the magical Google machine. Last week, tonight, WWE. That was aired on April the 1st, earlier this year. So, right around there. It was aired on April 1st. So, there's your April 1st. 2.5 million was on the volume of that one, but still the price rose by about $2. So, yeah, I'm not sure the John Oliver thing has anything to do with it, but I do know that around about there was when the Khashoggi Saudi Arabia stuff happened. So yeah, not cool. Oh well. Enough financial talk. More independent wrestling talk. Briscoes have reportedly signed new contracts with Ring of Honor. Mark and Jay Briscoe have signed the new contracts. They did it about 3 months ago with Ring of Honor. So there you go. At one point, people thought that these guys were actually going to be going to the WWE. No, I never thought that. These guys, no. They have a nice look to themselves, something that's all their own. It's going to keep it that way. They ain't going anywhere. They're going to stay in the independents. Just stay right there. Speaking of other signings, MJF signed a multi-year deal with AEW as if he just signed with them. What does this matter? Who announced this? Of course, AEW did. Whatever. But bigger news is Colt Cabana ending his Art of Wrestling podcast. He says it's going to be coming to an end very soon, most likely culminating with a live show at StarCast 3 where some other guy is going to be. Cabana mentioned that he would like to just go to wrestling shows and enjoy the experience rather than have to worry about producing content. Cabana did state that he would open up a Patreon account to offer old interviews and new content for those willing to purchase it. Oh, you Dickens, you. The podcast started in 2010 and has been running strong ever since. Cabana interviewing people from all over the wrestling medium. The most famous podcast was the one he did with CM Punk in 2014 that resulted in a lawsuit that Punk and Cabana ultimately fought and won. Cabana would then sue CM Punk for legal fees not covered. So, yeah. Yeah, that was his best podcast. We'll just go ahead and admit that. But, yeah, that's all he's got. Pay him more money, he'll give you more shit. And speaking of other contract signings, Braun Strowman announced that he has signed a new 4-year contract with the WWE. He first signed up with them in 2013 and was assigned to the Performance Center in Orlando. He made his NXT debut on December 19th, 2014, defeating the very slender Chad Gable. Made his main roster debut August 24th of 2015. But there's the Strowman. Said in the Instagram, well, I'm sure more than a few of you will like this announcement. Here's to 4 more years of being the hardest working and best big man in the whole damn industry and working for the greatest promotion in the world. That's a shit ton of hashtags. So, yeah. There you go. Make him the mega face of the company? Well, right now, I don't think he cares. Seth Rollins has got something to say about people criticizing the WWE. It's very easy to point the finger and hate on us. All right, so here we go. Seth Rollins was recently interviewed by the Yahoo Sports. He talked about topics of legends coming to the nostalgia show for Raw Reunion, the challenges of the current era of wrestling, and the Bork Laser storyline. But regarding the fan sentiment on it being cool to hate on the WWE, okay, Rollins had this to say. Quote, "We're the New York Yankees. It's easy to hate the New England Patriots. We're those teams. We're the dynasty. It's easy to hate us, but we're still the most popular company in the world at what we do. We're so far beyond being a wrestling company that it's very easy to point the finger and hate on us. That's the cool thing to do. It makes perfect sense to me. It's how it's always been in sports and entertainment. You always hate the big guy. And that's fine. I'm not upset about it at all. I just want people to understand and appreciate the things we go through and the fact that we're always trying to do our best. Nobody is taking it easy. Nobody is just getting by. Everybody from top to bottom, every department in the entire company is putting in as much work as they possibly can to make this the best." So, because critics have no real reason to criticize, well, I'm one of them. I've got reasons to criticize. But I'm not hating you because you're too big. Dear God, I'm not hating you because you're popular. At times I'm hating you because, damn it, you're better than this. You can do better than this. You can do way, way better than this. But what are you going to do? When you're the big guy in town, you can do whatever the hell you want. And you can tell everyone else, oh, whatever. Fuck, we'll just do what we want. So, yeah. So I totally get what he's saying and the analogy that he's making, but you picked a bad time to be doing that. There are actually legitimate gripes of why people are criticizing you. Do I need to give them? Well, I can go ahead and give some. You have become desperate. WWE has become desperate in its TV production, desperate in its TV writing, that they will do anything and everything to try to get the eyeballs on the TV, albeit trot out old farts from 10, 15 years ago to try to get those eyeballs. Because you sure as hell can't rely on this generation's eyeballs. Your writing has become so stale and so predictable that you are now having to tack on added stipulations on matches to hope that people will still tune in and pay attention to them. You had 10 2 out of 3 falls matches on your television shows in the past month. Why? It wasn't for any storyline progression at all. Elias was in 3 of them. What else can we criticize about your company and your TV production? It is very easy to point the finger and hate on you. I'm not hating on you. I'm criticizing you. You are a good company. You do put on good product. You have the most money to put on the best production possible. Period. No one has as much money as you do when it comes to production. Okay? No one has the resources that you do. That's not why we're hating you. We're hating you because you can do better. You can do so much better than what you're doing right now. WWE and Boom Studios are announcing a new graphic novel. They did this at the San Diego Comic-Con over the weekend. So, yeah, there you go. Nice, fun kids stuff. Ring of Honor concluded its investigation on a fan incident involving the Bully Ray, and I don't really want to get into this. You know, if you want to see the article, July 20th is when this was posted. I think it was Monday. Sunday or Monday was when this was posted. No, it's not. I don't know why I brought this up. I really thought it was a very, very slow day. Saturday, or is it Sunday? No, Sunday. WWE announces they're doing a special on the WWE Network called Smackville. They're airing a house show, apparently. It's going to be taking place in Nashville. Yep, that's where it's going to be, at Bridgestone Arena in Nashville, Tennessee. It'll be airing at 9 o'clock Eastern on Saturday, the 27th. Special event's going to feature a triple threat title match involving Kofi Kingston. Kofi Kingston defending against Dolph Ziggler and Samoa Joe. We will also see Shinsuke Nakamura go head-to-head with Finn Balor in a rematch for the Intercontinental title. So this is part of the Smackdown tour. So, yeah, that's what we're getting. Giggity, giggity. No, that's not what I meant to say. Finally, WWE Network is going to be updating its shit this week with a new design, simpler navigation, and search tools, they say. The updates are coming to the platform this week. Email states that the WWE Network will be updated with new design, simpler navigation, smarter search tools. Update will roll out on different devices at different times during the week. There can be a video of this new design. And yeah, it's going to be interesting because I use WWE Network. I use it more on the Roku and my PS4. So we'll see how that looks. But the WWE announced last January that their partnership with Disney streaming services expired at the end of 2018 and that they would not be renewing. The WWE since created a partnership with Endeavor Media, which Vince McMahon said would provide them even more opportunity to delight our fans around the world. Endeavor Media is also the backing of MLB.com and NHL.com. So they have significantly upgraded when it comes to the third party that's doing their streaming apparatus. So, yeah, totally better than what they could be with Disney streaming services. So, that's the news. No real news on the injury front. No new news on the injury front, which means we'll just go and bring up the list. Jason Jordan with the neck injury. Dear God, just retire already. Tomato Chomper, neck surgery. He is slated to be coming back in December, but making excellent progress. We'll see him much earlier than that. Wanda Wowsy, broken hand and wants a baby. We probably won't see her until WrestleMania. Nia Jax, reparative surgery on both ACLs, making fine progress via the Instagram. The proof is on there. She is slated for a return at the Royal Rumble, but maybe earlier than that. Jeff Hardy, knee surgery, and a drunk. He will not be back until Fastlane of next year. Dominic Dijakovic over at the NXT's torn meniscus. He should be returning this month if he hasn't already. Wooby Wyatt, reparative bilateral surgery on both shoulders. She should be ready to come back around Royal Rumble times. Mickie James, ACL surgery was successful last week. She is not returning until Survivor Series. Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish have got some back and knee injuries of some kind, but they're just taking a break from the ring. They're making their obligations on making appearances, so we will probably be seeing them in the ring soon. Lars Sullivan with a major knee injury. Not sure if it's ACL, MCL. We have not heard anything, but he is due not to be back until WrestleMania of next year. And finally, Jinder Mahal, a ruptured patella. He is not going to be due back until WrestleMania. So, those are the people that are hurt. What about the people who aren't hurt? What about the people who are perfectly healthy? What about the people who haven't been on WWE television for, say, 3 weeks? Who haven't been on television or pay-per-view, Raw, SmackDown, or pay-per-view, who haven't been on TV for 3 weeks? They end up on a very special list. It's a list that the WWE pays attention to, and they sure as hell paid attention to it since they had old farts show up on their clip show this Monday, and that is the WWE Milk Carton.
Oh, I can't wait till Rob Van Dam gets on my back. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
I sincerely apologize for that. Let's start this off with the Chad Gable. I know he's on the 205 Live. He had a fantastic match against, didn't he have a really good match? Wasn't it against, Gallagher? It was Chad Gable and Gallagher that had a match, I believe. It was a fantastic one. I think it was. Well, we have not seen him since June the 25th when he was busy taking notes while Andrade beat the crap out of Apollo in the back. Haven't seen him since. I'm sure he's just doing stuff on 205 Live now. This is peculiar. We have not seen Razar since June the 18th, when he and Akam were leaving Baron Corbin's locker room from Smackdown when he was trying to find a referee, and the two of them were saying, glad we got in touch with him when we did. Last week, Akam was part of Shane McMahon's crew trying to go after Kevin Owens, but Razar was not there. So, that's why Razar is on the milk carton and Akam is not. I don't know what's happening here. I really don't know. Matt Hardy, he's been too busy on the tweeter. Sources, he's been too busy on the Twitter telling us how difficult it is being Matt Hardy. It's going to be really, really difficult when you're going to have another baby. But, yeah, that's fine. Give him his time off. He's too busy driving Jeff to wherever the hell he wants to go. Rusev, have not seen him since June the 7th when he was part of that big battle royale thingy over in Jeddah, South Dakota. Taking vacation. Taking pictures of himself on the Twitter on the pooper. Don't believe me? Look it up. He's just having a vacation is what he's doing. He'll be back soon. Give it time. Give it time. Sin Cara, same thing. Haven't seen him since the Battle Royale thingy over at Super Showdown. He's busy doing stuff in Mexico, over in South America for the Performance Center down there. I may take him off the list here soon. We'll just see. I may give him a couple more weeks, but I got a feeling I'm going to be taking him off the milk carton. Just because. Tamina. Have not seen her since May the 27th, since she was part of that Memorial Day block party. I guess she brought some potato salad. Everyone else gets salmonella, and now you're just not back on TV. I don't get it. That's what happened to me the last time I was ever invited to a block party. The last time I was ever invited back. Lana. Have not seen her since April the 23rd when she was at ringside for the Kofi Kingston Shinsuke Nakamura match. Same thing with Rusev, except I wish she was showing photos of herself on the shitter on the Twitter. Hey, we can dream, can't we? We can all dream. No, that's not happening. She's been, last time I saw her, she was doing workout videos with Sheamus and doing lots of modeling stuff. They're on vacation. Let them have a life. Leo Rush. What the hell's going on here? He's too busy posting nostalgic music videos of himself on the indie scene all over the Twitter. I don't know what's going on here, but it's been over 3 months since we've seen this cat, April the 15th, ringside at a 6-man tag match on Monday Night Raw. Is it safe to say he's gone? Is it? Just do it. I take it the contract might be ending here soon, so we'll soon be hearing about that. Sheamus, have not seen him since April the 9th. The Smackdown following WrestleMania. The word was that he couldn't fulfill concussion protocol. Well, it looks like we're beyond that now. He is still doing his Celtic Warrior workout videos on the YouTube. He's enjoying life as well, taking a long break. Potentially, we may be seeing his final run here with the company this year, I believe. He may reveal his spinal stenosis prognosis here soon. I really think that's going to be happening soon. The Ascension. Haven't seen them since WrestleMania, April the 7th, when they were part of the Battle Royale thingy. Why? I don't know. I really don't know. Send them back to NXT. Please send them back to NXT. Harper. Haven't seen him since the Battle Royale thingy over at WrestleMania. He was too busy fulfilling his contract obligations after having an hurt wrist that put him out of action for 3 to 4 months. So now he is writing out his contract for 3 to 4 months. Don't see him going back to any form of wrestling anytime soon. He's probably going to go back home to Jersey and I'd say go back to his old school and kind of go back to his roots and try to teach others as well. Okay. Sasha Banks. Have not seen her since WrestleMania. Fatal 4-way tag team match for the women's tag team titles. All right. Now, everyone talk your shit. Everyone talk your shit. I've seen the photos on the Twitter and the Instagram that she's not dyeing her hair, that she's looking all peaceful at some kind of hut somewhere on an island, somewhere, recharging her batteries or something, whatever. That's great. Whatever. I don't care what she's doing. I don't care when she comes back. I just hope that when she does come back, she doesn't hurt anybody. I just hope that when she comes back, she's got her shit together. Okay? I don't care. I really don't care what's going on with her. Don't care what her name is. Don't give a shit. The more that she's not in a WWE ring, the longer she's not in a WWE ring, the more thankful I am that no one is hurt. Okay? Remember back in the day when everyone was having a cow over Seth Rollins and how he was injuring people? Nothing compared to her. Nothing compared to her. Okay? Yes, Lex. Bring up all your botches. I know that you are incredibly offended that I'm trashing on a girl that you would not know what to do with if she were standing next to you. I know you're incredibly offended. I know. How could you not? How could you? She started in the independents and worked her way up, and she stood up to Vince. And blah, 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 blah. No. And I'm not talking about how if she's injured anybody, she is reckless in the ring. Her segments and spots are horrible. Period. So contrived. So ill-placed. Everything. Okay? But that was a long time ago. I hope she's better. I hope that she is better when she comes to the ring. Okay? That's all. You're the one that's saying it. I'm not. I just said you wouldn't know what to do with her if she was standing next to you. Primo Cologne. Haven't seen him since March 26th. Since he was part of a little segment involving Shane McMahon and The Miz before going into WrestleMania. Probably over in South America doing the Performance Center stuff down there. I'm sure that's what he's doing. But I'm sure that that's the same as what the other guy is doing because he is the stalwart of the WWE Milk Carton. We have not seen him since the Survivor Series. We are hitting 8 months with this guy, and that's Epico Cologne. November 18th. We haven't seen him since the Raw vs. SmackDown Tag Team Elimination match over at SummerSlam. He is probably over there at the South Americas at Rio de Janeiro with the Performance Center. I'm sure that's where he is. Soon I'm going to be at a point where I'm going to have to take some people off the list. I think it is safe to say if you've hit a calendar year on the Milk Carton, you are now on the Hall of Fame. You know, you are now on the Milk Carton Hall of Fame. You are lost for eternity. Okay? Or unless we'll make it breaking news that you have been finally found and put on television. Okay? So, I'm stating that for the record right now. If you are on for an entire year and you become part of the Hall of Fame and I take you off the Milk Carton. What was Shark Boy's record? Oh, God. Shark Boy, when I first started the TNA Milk Carton with my podcast, Reality from Ringside Radio, a few years ago, holy cow. He was on TNA's main roster and had not appeared on an episode of Impact or a pay-per-view for 2.5 years. So, let's just say that that's what we're going to be doing here. Okay. You're on for a calendar year of the Milk Carton. You're taking off. You've got your own place. You've got your own wing. Okay? You are, I don't know what would we put them on? I mean, what would that be? Like a yogurt cart? Carton of cottage cheese? What is that? Is that what I got to do now? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out soon. Okay. Enough of the Milk Carton. No big changes. Will there be any changes coming? Ice cream? Well, ice cream doesn't sound bad, Crash. Instead of a wing, yeah, and maybe a flap on the carton. No. We call it the we call it the Epico Cologne WWE Milk Carton. Epico Cologne presents the WWE Milk Carton. People who may be showing up on the milk carton if they don't show up next week, they are going to be EC3, Eric Young, and Heath Slater, unless they don't find R-Truth or Drake Maverick and start running after them for the 24/7 title. And also, who's just recently taken off but will potentially be coming back on, is Sarah Logan. So, those are your new people who might be showing up on the milk carton. Keep your eyes semi-open if you can. Yeah, we'll see. But, all right, enough of this. It's time to get on the bigger news. And also, I'm going to need y'all's help with this. Okay, so bear with me. I'm just going to go straight to it. So, today, this stuff was announced.
We want to set a new standard for all of pro wrestling.
We have the best performers in the world. We're doing something very different.
This is not a reckoning.
This is a revolution. The all-elite era starts
Today. For wrestling fans by wrestlers.
12,000 tickets sold in just 4 minutes.
You guys got butterflies?
The pressure is on.
I'm the greatest wrestler, period.
This is what you call a paradigm shift.
AEW taking this game to a whole new level.
He is the best big match performer in all of wrestling. Young Bucks, they're just fearless.
Our goal is to give you the best tag team division in the world. I'm better than you, and you know it.
I'm not your average cookie cutter chick.
They realize what wrestling could be.
The real question is, are they ready for us?
We're about to make history. This is a revolution.
All Elite Wrestling live weekly series, Wednesdays starting October 2nd on TNT.
All right. So yeah, there we go. AEW announcing October the 2nd. We're getting their TV show. Yeah. Press statement released earlier today by Warner Media announced today that the new Professional Wrestling League, All Elite Wrestling, or AEW, will begin airing its 2-hour weekly matches on TNT on Wednesday, October the 2nd from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. The highly anticipated action-packed matches will take place in different cities across the nation each week on Wednesdays. Starting in Washington, D.C. at the famed Capital One Arena, ticket pricing and on-sale date for the televised live event will be announced on Monday, July 29th at noon via AEW's social media platforms. All right. Suck it in, Doug. It's time to. I'm going to read the whole press release here because here we go. AEW features a world-class roster of diverse male and female wrestlers, giving fans a new wrestling experience for the first time in 20 years. Founded by President and CEO Tony Khan, AEW is headlined by Cody and Brandy Rhodes, the Young Bucks back in Nick Jackson, Kenny Omega, Hangman Adam Page, Chris Jericho, and Jon Moxley. The roster is also filled with incredibly skilled competitors, including Nyla Rose, Awesome Kong, Dustin Rhodes, Jungle Boy, Dr. Britt Baker, MJF, and SCU. In addition to being in-ring talent, Cody, the Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega also serve as executive vice presidents, with Brandy Rhodes serving as the chief brand officer. Renowned commentator Jim Ross also joined the league. Focused on fast-paced, high-impact competitions, AEW offers fans more athleticism along with real sports analytics. Wrestlers are also given freedom to explore their characters and highlight their athletic abilities. Introducing statistics to wrestling for the first time ever, AEW will raise the stakes for its matches and deeper fan engagement by tracking each competitor's wins and losses as wrestlers pursue championships. Their moves and damage to their opponents will also be analyzed on air to provide insights into their winning streaks. Am I getting a heads-up display when I'm watching this shit? Are there going to be, like, super move indicators on the bottom corners of my screen so that when the Young Bucks, they can't hit the stupid fucking Meltzer driver until they're at a level 5? Warner Media has been offering fans exclusive access to AEW's previous matches that kicked off in May. Matches, not events. These are matches. These are not events. They're matches. Their extremely popular events, Double or Nothing, Fighter Fest, and Fight for the Fallen, were all streamed on Bleacher Report Live. The highly anticipated all-out event in Chicago on Saturday, August the 31st, will also stream on the platform. Bleacher Report Live's high fan engagement provides an invaluable opportunity to build AEW's audience and maximize its viewership. So, yeah, that is what we're getting. AEW. Oh boy. Man, let me close that. So, AEW premiering October the 2nd from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock every Wednesday. So I'm going to cover AEW. Okay, we need to talk about this. Yeah. First off, my reactions to this. I knew I was going to get competition. It was bound to happen. I knew competition was going to be happening. And I knew it was going to be in the form of these jokers. I knew ever since I tossed Cheetos at those fuckers last year. It was coming. All right. Do I deserve it? No, I don't deserve this because I have been a hard-hitting, research-based journalist for as long as I can remember. You don't agree with me? Ask me. My sources are the best. All right, Doug. Enough winging it. So we got a problem. First off, am I officially covering AEW? No, not really. But what I said about them on this show was once they would get their television show, I will be more than happy to review them. Okay? I'll absolutely review them on this show. I've got no problem with it, It'll be easy to cover. It's going to be on TV. I can DVR it. I can watch it. No problem. But, so you're going to air your show competing with me. First I was thinking, oh God, they're competing with NXT. No, I'm competing with NXT. AEW is competing with me. Okay. Man. So what are we gonna do? Do I just stay on the same time and not pay attention and just review it like I would? The Wednesday Night Wars, yeah, sure. Here's the thing. Oh, Doug, it sounds simple. Just go and shift to a different day. It's not that simple. First off, I can't do it Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday because those are your main WWE television days of pay-per-view, Raw, and SmackDown. No way in fuck am I doing this on a Saturday night. Are you kidding me? No way in fuck am I going to do this on a Saturday night and expect you guys to show up in the chat room. No, can't do that. Am I doing this on a Friday night? No. I would never do this show on a Friday night. That makes no sense. No. You have a life, I have a life. We're celebrating the weekend after our hard days of work. No. So that leaves Thursday. Thursday is really tough because I'll be honest, Thursday night is the night that my girlfriend and I have time for ourselves. Okay? Because honestly, Friday nights, she's working at her law firm office, and doesn't get home until late at night. And I mean late at night, it's like 8:30, 9 o'clock, but I always want to greet her when she comes home. Saturday nights, we have our date nights and stuff, and Thursday we have I'm usually working at the store at night, Thursday nights, and after that, we do our grocery shopping. So, there's not that. Wednesday nights have always been the best night for me to do this show because, again, the girlfriend, she's working at the law firm office. She's not back until around about this time right now. And so it's a Wednesday night. Guys aren't doing anything. Let's talk about wrestling and be stupid and enjoy our sources and go, whee! So that's the conundrum that I'm in. Okay? If I am going to review AEW on this show, then I'm going to be reviewing the show that happened the week prior to the one that is currently airing right now, like at this time. Quentin with the 10. That's 10 of them? Thank you for keeping track. So let's just go ahead and I'll just put it this way. We are not moving Wrestleview Weekly. Wrestleview Weekly stays put. AEW is competing with me. All right? AEW is competing with me. Am I more entertaining than them? I'm not saying anything. I need to watch their show. That's all I'm going to say. I hate StarCast more than I hate AEW. We'll put it that way. Though I think it's going to be very, very fascinating watching the first episode. It'll be very interesting. I hope them all the best. I wish them tremendous success. Okay? I just don't want it to be so anti-WWE. You know? Don't ostracize me. Don't alienate me. I'm giving you guys a chance. Don't make fun of what I like. Okay? Really. So, that's all I really got to say there. The show's not moving. Nothing's happening there. Vince going to offer me a 5-year deal for competing with AEW. Oh God, gimme. Jesus Christ, I'll take 5 years of free granola bars. Sounds great to me. Okay, whatever he wants to pay me, I'll take it. Okay. Though I'll be honest, I think I've come up with better booking decisions than they have, or at least I've predicted them correctly. After watching this crap for so long, knowing people who have been in it for so long, yeah. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how this goes. It'll be fun. I'm sure you guys will be watching me simultaneously along with the AEW and telling me what stupid shit is going on. No, I'm not. I don't care. I'm not going to be caring about the show while I'm doing my show. Hell, my phone's been going off the hook because my family is planning a barbecue for my birthday before I head off to Cleveland, and I can't reply to them right now because my family knows what I'm doing right now. The love is so real when you're hitting the 4-0. It's going to be a short one, guys. That's what I'm saying. We're just going to make this a short one today. Because really, there's nothing much to add on to. This has been a very tepid week. It's been a very lackluster week, okay? And I thought I'd go and end it early, just because it's a gorgeous night outside. I want to take advantage of it. Take advantage of it before the humidity creeps back. So, thank you guys so much for showing up tonight for Wrestleview Weekly. Once again, we will have no Wrestleview Weekly next week, just as well as no post-Raw show next week. No episode of Wrestleview Weekly next week because I will be in Cleveland celebrating my 40th birthday. Pictures to show up probably on the Facebooks and the Twitter. No need to fret. We will return the week after, 2 weeks from now, where it will be the go-home episode for SummerSlam. You know how that happens. Not only for SummerSlam, but also for the NXT TakeOver show, Toronto, that is happening that weekend. So, we've got 2 pay-per-views to predict 2 weeks from now. Bunch of locks to put in. And you know what? You guys remember the last time we had a NXT TakeOver show? I think it was on WrestleMania weekend. And Adam and I did some stuff. Adam Martin and I did some stuff. Oh, thank you, Machoon. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Andrew. Everyone. Thank you guys so much. What do you guys say, Adam Martin and myself do another live watch along for NXT TakeOver for SummerSlam? Yay? Nay? Only the above? Everyone is listening. Flood Adam Martin. Let him know I'm calling him out. Fuck this match. I'm not taking tequila to this shit. All right. I'm opening the floodgates. You guys go ahead and get Adam on it. Yeah, Adam doesn't watch wrestling anymore. That's what's going to make it even better. Okay? So, will there be drinking? Are you fucking kidding me, Grash? Of course there's going to be drinking. What kind of a question is that? All right. So, everyone get on the horn. Tell Adam Doug's calling him out. He needs someone to watch NXT TakeOver with him in a couple of weeks. Again, thank you guys so much for showing up. Once again, no Wrestleview Weekly next week. I'm going to be getting old. Yeah, that's the best way of putting it. All right. Happy birthday to me. See you guys later. Know when you're being sold to.